Hello, church. So here's our devotional for Thursday, March 26th, as we continue in Proverbs 20. Reminder, this is being divided into three portions. And so this is our next section, which starts, I believe, at verse 12. I marked the wrong page. Yep, verse 12. And here's our next part from the NRSV. The hearing ear and the seeing eye, the Lord has made them both. Do not love sleep, or else you will come to poverty. Open your eyes, and you will have plenty of bread. Bad, bad, says the buyer, then goes away and boasts. There is gold and abundance of costly stones, but the lips informed by knowledge are a precious jewel. Take the garment of one who is given surety for a stranger, sees the pledge given as surety for foreigners. Bread gained by deceit is sweet, but afterward the mouth will be full of gravel. Plans are established by taking advice, wage war by following wise guidance. A gossip reveals secrets, therefore do not associate with a babbler. If you curse father or mother, your lamp will go out in utter darkness. So since we had a few pieces that have talked about family and inheritance, I'm going to include this portion today from Van Leeuwen's Reflections. Parents sometimes note that a child's character is present at a very early age. Ancient Greece and Rome sometimes saw character and class as a lifelong immutable given. Ancient Israel had a more complex view. The Israelites recognized that character in many respects was something given, yet they also recognized that persons can change morally and spiritually, either for better or for worse. Many of the biblical stories recount the growth or decline of such people, as Abraham, Saul, David, and Esther. One of the factors in character development is early training. Another is collective and personal discipline. But undergirding all our attempts to improve ourselves and our world is the power of divine grace, which can mold ordinary people and families into great ones. In this fact lies the immediate hope and joy of biblical salvation for all who struggle with woundedness and imperfection. We are all the victims of others, and we are all victims of our own sin. At a certain point, the allocation of guilt and blame becomes a futile exercise. The gospel, in both the Old and New Testaments, urges us to become responsible for our own life journey, to lay hold of divine grace and forgiveness, to join with like-minded Christians, and to press forward knowing that we do not have to remain helplessly stuck in our misery. And our second portion from Peterson in the Message, and I mentioned that, so Peterson does a 3-section break, and this one he entitles Drinking from the Chalice of Knowledge. Ears that hear and eyes that see, we get our basic equipment from God. Don't be too fond of sleep. You'll end up in the poorhouse. Wake up and get up. Then there will be food on the table. The shopper says, that's junk. I'll take it off your hands. Then goes off boasting of the bargain. Drinking from the beautiful chalice of knowledge is better than adorning oneself with gold and rare gems. Hold tight to collateral on any loan to a stranger. Beware of accepting what a transient has pawned. Stolen bread tastes sweet, but soon your mouth is full of gravel. Form your purpose by asking for counsel, then carry it out using all the help you can get. That was the advice piece or counsel. Gossips can't keep secrets, so never confide in blabbermouths. Anyone who curses father and mother extinguishes light and exists benighted. And I'm assuming benighted he is using as living in the dark. Man, Lewin did this neat little shift or observation of a shift in the words of the theme of light and knowledge. And when we're not caring for our generations, that's when we're kind of self-defeating to a degree. All right, so that's it for today's devotional, and we'll be back with you tomorrow as we finish up Proverbs 20. See ya.